I can't believe this has happened. People are greedy and stupid, and stuff like this happens, I guess, all the time, unfortunately.
Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. Hello everyone and welcome to another live stream with me, Grizzly. This is Grizzly True Crime and this is day 7 of the Jessy Kurczewski trial. She is on trial for the murder of 62-year-old Lynn Hernan, pictured here, this one, okay? And so we have been covering this case from day 1 of the trial with a 1-day delay, and I've been bringing you the de-fluffed trial days, which means we have been teleporting through. I make sure to edit. It takes many hours to do, of course. Edit out all the tea breaks, all the lunch breaks, all the long pauses, all the paper flapping. And it's been a really nice, high quality, efficient way of watching this trial. So I hope that you've enjoyed that if you have been following with me. If you haven't been, and this is your first time here, welcome. If you're wondering what this accent is, I am from South Africa. I live in the Netherlands. People ask me all the time. You know, every stream, someone in the comments will be like, "Where are you from?" So I hope that makes sense to those of you who are new here. Mods, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for everything you do. Welcome to all my patrons and members and all the subscribers already, the OGs, and then everyone who's gonna subscribe today, and all the lurkers who are lately breaking their silence. That means you just watch. You're a little shy. You haven't chatted before. And then you break your silence and you say hi to all of us. We're a very friendly bunch, okay? You are so welcome here. So if you want to step out of your comfort zone today and say hi to us, we will all welcome you. Okay, if you haven't yet, please like and share. Now, today, I'm going to quickly do a little recap just to show you the presentation. And then I have a bit of a surprise for you, which I think you will like. Some might not, but some will. I think most of you guys will. I'll tell you now about it. Okay. So the victim is Lynn Hernan, 62 years old when she died on October 3rd of 2018. Investigators initially thought it looked like an overdose. She was found in a recliner with like a whole bunch of crushed pills on her chest and pills all around her, and the scene, in hindsight, looked very staged. When her autopsy was performed, they realized this was a homicide, and she died from tetrahydrozoline poisoning, which is actually from eye drops. That's the main ingredient in Visine. That's the brand they've specifically mentioned. I know it's in many eye drops, but eye drops also differ, and it differs for what you're buying them for, right? Some are for dry eyes, some are for red eyes, different ones, but this one was Visine with a tetrahydrozoline. Delva Johnson, thank you so much for being a mem. Oh my word, Delva! For 24 months. This is an OG, an original Grizzly. I started my channel at the end of June of 2021. You've been there from the start, Delva. And you said, thank you for shortening our trial videos. It is my absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. So, who did they arrest? They arrested Jessy Kurczewski. She's now 39 years old, and she was 34 at the time. And she was taking care of Lynn while also spending all her money. That's what the allegations are. So that's why she's facing 3 charges. One is first-degree homicide, and then there's 2 counts of felony theft charges. And she has committed forgery and fraud in the past. She's got 4 other charges for that, for other people, even against her own mother. But here, this is part of this trial as well. Trixie Red. Oh my goodness. Thank you so, so much. I really, really appreciate it. What? Thank you. Okay. So that is a brief overview. If you want to see a good overview, like a deeper dive with a presentation, you guys know, if you are here, if you've been here for a while, we love presentations, documents, map time. We've done all of that in this case on day 1 and day 2, right at the beginning of the stream. And everything is time-stamped for you. So you could literally just go look in the pinned comments or the description box or hover over the video. And you can just go, you know what? I just want to check out the presentation and then move on with my day. And then go to day 2. Maybe you want to see a little bit more of that presentation because I expanded on it. And then from there, every day, the witnesses are all listed, time-stamped, so you can just skip to what you want to hear, okay? I normally say their name, their title, like what they do, so you can get an idea of who's examining, is it a direct examination? Is the state asking questions or the defense? Of course, this is their, it will be the other way around, as we said yesterday. For now, I will say state asking questions or defense asking questions in the timestamps. Now, I just want to show you one more thing before we move on here. This is over here. Let's do this. This is my channel. And so let me make it a little bigger so you can see what I want to show you. So you got the home page, right? Videos, okay? Shorts, live, yes, and then playlists. Go there, okay? If you've never seen this, because some people don't know, so I just want to show you. If you go to playlist and you go here, view full playlist. Look at it. It's there for you, so you could literally just scroll. There's shorts on there, there's live streams on there, and everything. Okay, so just go there, and you can chronologically just catch up on everything you want to. All right, so let me just quickly get this ready for you. Hold on one second. So what I have for you today is the following. I like to de-fluff, right? And it takes many hours to do. I've done that for you for day 7 of the trial. But what I want to tell you is I'm going to upload it for you. I'm going to pin it in the comments for you as an unlisted link so you can watch it anytime on any speed. Today in the stream, what we're going to do is listen to the most interesting bits, which would be Jessy Kurczewski's calls to Wells Fargo and to all these loan companies. There were 2 or 3 calls that they shared. Joanne, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. You guys are so sweet. So what I'm going to say, this is no disrespect to the case or anything like that. But I'm telling you now, you guys, I don't have the heart to put you through this whole day. I don't have it. I put myself through this whole day already. It's a lot of, this is all the financial stuff now. This is now getting to, I know that what we can see as the public, it seems to be that the motive in this case was money, right? I know the money element is extremely important, but are we really going to sit here for 7 hours looking at receipts? That's my question. 7 hours of looking at receipts. Just exhibit after exhibit after exhibit of receipts, more receipts, bank accounts, more of that. I just can't put you through that. So I'm going to de-fluff to the max today. This will be a relatively short stream, but with the de-fluffed video still in the pinned comments for you to watch. It's still there. All my hard work is there for you. Okay, I do it. It's like a labor of love for you. Now, if day 8, which is already live now, on Law and Crime and everywhere else, it's live right now. Day 8, which we would do tomorrow. If it's the same sort of vibe, because it's going to be cross-examination, then I'm going to de-fluff that as I do. And then I'm going to put that in the pinned comments for you too. I'll say day 7 and day 8. And you can watch them both like that. If you really want to see every single receipt. Every single receipt. I'm telling you guys, this whole day was just direct examination of banking stuff. Okay, so Alyssa said, I watched it on 2 times, and yes, it's a lot, so thank you so much. Was wondering how you do today. I mean, I am a soldier for you guys. I'll do it. However, I just don't think it's very productive. I think it's not going to... I feel like a lot of you are so sweet and so loyal that you would be here with me and we'd just be like looking at receipts for 7 hours together because it's a long day. Even with the de-fluffing, it's 5 hours 57 of receipts. So I'm going to show you just how the day started, and then I'm going to zoom through to show you the examples of what I'm talking about. All the hard work is going to be in the pinned comments, and I'm going to play you the calls, okay? Now, as a special surprise, because this will be a shorter trial day, after this stream, you're going to be teleported to another stream. Yes, that'll be 3 in a row today. The Caitlin Armstrong opening statements and the entire probable cause affidavit, arrest affidavit read through. Okay, this one. And the third one we'll do is we're going to be talking about the updates in that Australian case where there's this lady, Erin Patterson, that poisoned her former in-laws with death cap mushrooms when she made a very special beef Wellington meal. So we're going to look at that because there's a little press conference, there's articles to look at, there's video clips and things, and I really want to update you on that. I've already made a YouTube short, I've already made a community post, but I'm still getting about 100 emails an hour on that case. So, and many people have said, yes, I've seen your short, I've seen your community tab, but please, can you do a video? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. We're going to do it right after this. It'll give you a little bit of time, actually. It'll be an hour break. Okay, so we're going to do this. Then we're going to have a comfort break for 1 hour. Then we're going to go and do that together, okay? So, I didn't see what you guys said now, but I see some of you saying you spoil us. I hope that you guys understand that I just want the best for you. I want you to have the best trial viewing experience. Of course, we respect the case. All the hard work's going to be in the pinned comments, and we continue on from there. Renee, you say, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Renee. I really, really appreciate it. So let's have a look at this, how the day started. Look here.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. State may call its next witness.
Thank you, Judge. The state calls Detective Nate Plennes.
First thing I will have you do.
You see how we teleported him right into his seat. So this is witness Detective Nathan Plennes. He deserves an absolute medal, gold medal for this day, guys. And he's on, this whole day was direct examination. And from what I've seen so far from day 8, it's cross-examination so far. This man has been through it all. It's like you can't even believe his patience and his stamina. So I'm going to just play this now so that you can hear who he is and what he does. And then I'm going to show you examples of what the day's all about. Then we're going to listen to Jessy's calls.
To state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
Nathan Plennes, Nathan Plennes.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you, Judge. Sir, how are you employed?
I'm a detective with the Waukesha Sheriff's Department.
How long have you been with the Sheriff's Department total?
I've been with the Sheriff's Department for about 18 years.
How many of those 18 years as a detective?
I've been a detective for approximately 13, 14 years.
Any law enforcement experience prior to joining the Waukesha Sheriff's Department?
No.
Okay. So did you start as a deputy then 18 years ago?
I started as a correctional officer and then promoted to deputy. And then in 2014, I was promoted to detective.
Is that a pretty easy transition to go from being a deputy up to detective?
There was a testing process and interviews, and then having your background as a patrol officer accounted for, and then a promotion, which is decided upon supervision and administration.
Okay. And what are your sort of standard job duties as a detective as opposed to when you were a deputy? We investigate the crime, so we don't respond to the calls. The calls are normally responded to by patrol. Depending on the type of call, we may respond to the scenes if requested. Otherwise, the cases end up being referred back to the Detective Bureau.
I'm just going to pause for a second. Caroline says, I'd so love to see the paperwork related to this audit written up in accounting. It's because that is a second language for me. Do you mean this day? Because, man, from the last 2 days, the frustration that I saw you felt, you would be pulling your hair out on these days with some of the questions, just everything. You'd be like, oh man, just get through it. Right? So, and as I say, if anyone is very interested in every single exhibit, receipt, and everything today, the work is still done for you. It will be there, okay? Unlisted link, pinned comments. So let's just hear this witness qualify himself.
And you've been in court the duration of this trial, is that fair?
Yes.
You heard Detective Cole talk about detectives and their movement within your department?
Yes.
Have you been moved yourself through various assignments?
Yes.
What kind of assignments have you worked in?
I was assigned to our drug enforcement unit for approximately 5 years, and then to our, general investigations unit where I am currently.
In October of 2018, what assignment were you in?
I was assigned to our drug unit.
So were you involved in the investigation into Miss Jessy Kurczewski at that time?
I was not.
And that was due to your assignment?
Correct. I was not assigned to our General Investigations Bureau.
When did you become involved in the investigation into Miss Kurczewski?
I believe I became involved around end of June, July of 2021.
At that time frame, were you the only detective on the case?
No.
Did you have a specific assignment then when you were assigned to this case?
Yes.
What was sort of your job role as it was laid out for you?
When I was asked to assist, I was asked to assist with reviewing and going through the financial portion of the investigation.
What did that include?
Going through the bank accounts that have been previously obtained, reviewing transaction history, money movement, whose accounts were assigned, just reviewing the documents that they had obtained at that point.
So given that you were not originally part of this investigation,
I saw a lot of people in the live stream that's happening on the day commenting on Jessy's clothes every day, saying some days she's wearing like Burberry brands, right? And this day, I mean, it looks like a very nice top or whatever, but they said that sometimes inmates get clothing from Goodwill, and so maybe that's where she's getting it. I don't know. I don't really have any commentary on the clothing. I just wanted to say it in case you guys did notice it. Alyssa is saying it's there if you watch the whole thing and very well documented. You'll appreciate what Grizzly True Crime has done for us today. And Alyssa, the de-fluffing is still done for you. It's still done. I'm just going to make it an unlisted link. I'm going to upload that beast of a video for you. And it will be in the pinned comments. So you don't have to go watch the full fluff versions. You could still watch the de-fluffed versions, okay? The very concise ones. I just won't be sitting in the corner, but you could still watch it, okay? At any speed you like. If you want to see every receipt. Mrs. Melissa says, thanks for your hard work. It is my pleasure.
Did you have to send out any subpoenas or anything like that to financial institutions?
I did eventually end up sending out some additional subpoenas. I believe those would have been like in summer of 2021.
Okay, and what was the reason for those subpoenas in 2021?
We're just requesting additional documentation. I think we had obtained maybe some more account activity that we wanted to see if we could obtain any more information about. Would have been the subpoenas in regards to things like that.
Okay. Prior to you sending out those subpoenas, had your department already received a number of financial records?
Yes, I had. The previous detectives that were assigned initially had obtained numerous documents or numerous financial accounts through their subpoenas.
So just generally, how do you as a detective at the Sheriff's Department determine what institutions or companies to subpoena records from?
Well, it depends on the investigation. If they locate credit cards or account information during an investigation, you would glean information on that. If there's payment receipts, if there's like checkbooks, things like that, you would learn. You could obtain where accounts were done, bills, trying to attribute that to any accounts that paid bills.
Do you ever, as a detective, just say, let's subpoena every bank we know of to see if somebody had an account?
No.
Okay, why not?
You need some information to state why you believe you're requesting documentations from that financial institution.
And you said your department did get financial records in this case?
Yes.
And do you know how the investigation determined what agencies to subpoena in this case?
In this case, I'm not exactly sure exactly how they obtained all the account information. I believe maybe probate may have been involved, but they had obtained these documentations or these financial accounts through their investigation.
When you say probate may have been involved, what do you mean by that?
Well, the probate account that was filed.
So yes, I saw in the chat you guys said that Jessy's cross necklace wasn't out on this day, but then it was out. She took it out. She heard you.
Filed and with the Lynn Hernan estate. We've had some financial institutions identified on it. I believe that may have been one of the resources that they used.
Okay, and so ultimately that was kind of a jumping off point.
Correct.
Now, likewise, when you're sending these institutions subpoenas, are you able to say, just give me everything for Lynn Hernan from the time she started banking with you?
No, you normally have to send some type of like a time frame as to what your scope of your investigation will be at that point.
And why do you have to do that?
Because you can't just blanket subpoena everything and ask for everything without, I guess, a justification or reason for it.
Okay. In this case, did you, I should say your department, before you got on the investigation, did they set a time frame of records they were looking for?
I believe they did, yes.
And what was that general time frame?
I think it was 2016.
Do you know why that was sort of a benchmark that was set?
At that point, I believe that was when Ms. Hernan and Ms. Kurczewski, I guess, became acquainted or further acquainted.
Okay.
Well said, further acquainted, because Jessy apparently knew Lynn since she was a kid, since she was like 9 years old or something like that. Objection Cake says, you really took one for the team. Thank you for all you do and for creating this community. Much love to all Grizzlies and mods too. Thank you so much, Objection Cake. So what I'm going to do now is, if you want to watch the rest of qualifying this witness, as I say, it will be pinned in the comments section for you. If you're watching the replay, like right after I finish, just give me some time because it's a huge file that I have to upload. And I will be doing that, and it just takes time for YouTube to process it. And also, as soon as it's ready, it will be there in the pinned comments for you. This file that I made for you here, this de-fluffed file, okay? But you can hear the financial records were from 2016-ish, okay? From around 2016 until after Lynn died, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go show you like this. This is another problem I had with this day. Remember the other day, there was also exhibits like this and we couldn't really see it clearly. What I did here is like literally cut this portion where they show, the receipts and try to darken it as much as possible and, change all the colors so we can actually see what the hell's going on here. Otherwise, it's just like white. But do you want to look at this for 7 hours? If you do, that's okay. Maybe you want to, and then you're going to click on the pinned comment. But they literally do this all day. Look at this. This is now 1 hour in. 1 hour 9. Little bit of questions. Okay, 125. I'm not kidding, guys. I'm not kidding. It's all day, every day. No, not every day. It's just all day. This day was really... It's really a lot of paperwork, okay? And it's based on Jessy's other 2 charges. So, and they've got little graphics and look at their little piggy bank. So they're just showing, basically, they're showing that Jessy spent all of Lynn's money. That's what this day is all about. To show also the fraud she committed, the credit cards, the loans, the spending, all of that. Lenny, I'm so glad that are you awake now? Good morning to you in Australia. You say thank you for all your hard work, Gisela. Lenny, I hope that you will stay with us for the next stream, which is going to be a case from Australia. And I hope you're feeling better, Lenny. Lenny always shares such nice, like foodie things on X. So if you guys don't follow Lenny on X, do that. I'm always like, ooh. Okay, so still here, this is now at 3 hours. Now let me quickly find this timestamp that I made here for you. Yeah, she's zoning out there. We're still going. So it's at 3:42. I want to play a call for you from Jessy. I'm going to play it from around... Wait, let's go forward a little bit. There.
More thorough foundation.
Sure. Detective, we talked this morning a great deal about your department subpoenaing records from financial institutions, correct?
Yes.
And we spent the bulk of our time talking about paper financial records, fair?
Correct.
Is that the only kind of thing banks or financial institutions send you in response to subpoenas?
No.
In fact, you were just talking about some communications that banks sometimes keep.
Correct.
And did you receive such a communication from Wells Fargo in response to your subpoena?
Yes.
And I believe you just stated, but roughly what time was that recording or communication from?
I believe it was in June of 2018, possibly June 29th of 2018.
And was it referenced in, excuse me, relation to Ms. Kurczewski's 8149 account?
Yes.
And that was the account Ms. Hernan had been added to in March of 2018?
Correct.
And again, you've had a chance to listen to it?
Yes.
In your course of this investigation, since you came on, have you had a chance to listen to things such as interviews with Ms. Kurczewski by your fellow detectives?
Yes.
Have you had the chance to listen to jail calls that have been referenced in this case?
Yes.
Do you believe you recognize Ms. Kurczewski's voice in an audio recorded format?
Yes.
And having listened to this call provided by Wells Fargo, do you believe it's Ms. Kurczewski's voice on that phone call?
We're going to listen to a call to Wells Fargo. Yes, that's what we're going to do now. Gypsy Girl said, just when you thought our Queen Grizzly could be more amazing, she de-fluffs the de-fluff. We are on full throttle teleport today, you guys. The teleport machine, full throttle.
I do.
All right. Your Honor, at this time, I'd move Exhibit 119 and ask to play it.
Any objection?
No, at this point, Your Honor.
All right, Exhibit 119 is received. Permission to publish and play is granted. Before you play it, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear an audio recording. Recordings are proper evidence, and you may consider them just as any other evidence. Listen carefully. Some parts may be hard to understand.
Welcome to Wells Fargo. This is Brittany. How may I help you?
Yes, I'm calling. I'm trying to update the...
Can you pause it? Thank you. And where did you pause it, Mr. Holcomb? Right at 5 seconds. Thank you. Detective, you heard that brief audio clip?
Yes.
Do you recognize it?
I do.
Do you know, what is it?
It's the call that Wells Fargo provided of the recorded call they had retained in their systems.
Okay. I'd ask to play the duration of Exhibit 119.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
information. There's 2 people on this account, and I'm just trying to update my current information.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Well, I'll be glad to update your information. May I get your first and last name, please?
Lynn Hernan.
Okay, there you are, Miss Hernan. Okay.
Guys. She's like, okay, what is your name? She's like, Lynn Hernan. Freaking fraud. Freaking forgery. Oh my word. It just makes me mad to hear it.
And then may I get the last 4 of your social, please?
7283.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, ma'am, and... okay. Okay. All right, Ms. Hernan, and then I do need to get you verified a little bit further. Would it be all right if I send you a one-time verification code by text message?
I don't have a cell phone listed on there.
Okay, gotcha. No problem.
I can give you one, but it's not on there.
It's not on there? Okay,
No.
gotcha. Not a problem. Okay, Ms. Hernan, so we'll just go the other route. What I'll do is ask you 4 questions about people, places, or property that you've been associated with based off of data from public sources. And so the first question I have is, who is or was the lender for an auto loan opened around June of 2016? I have Nissan Motor Acceptance, Fifth Third Bank, Transamerica, JP Morgan Chase, or none of the above.
None of the above.
Okay. Next question is, which of the following is a current or previous employer? I have Avon Sales, Dr. Brian F. Thornley, retired, Comfort Inn, or none of the above.
What one was a previous employer?
Current or previous. Yes, ma'am.
You can put retired, but none of those I've worked for.
Okay, gotcha. So retired. And then the next question is, which of the following matches the last 4 digits of your phone number? I have 2283, 8910, 2735, 8589, or none of the above.
Okay, repeat all those one more time.
Yes, ma'am.
She's like, okay, we're going to guess now.
2283, 8910, 2735, 8589.
8589.
Okay, yes, ma'am. And last question, which state issued your Social Security number? I have Delaware, Wisconsin, West Virginia, Maine, or none of the above.
Wisconsin.
Okay, excellent. There we go. Okay, Ms. Hernan. And then this is going to be both your physical and mailing address, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and did we need to update that phone number as well, Ms. Hernan?
Yes.
Okay, not a problem. We'll get that done. Alrighty, and what is that address, please?
The address is N16 West 26543. I believe you guys have that, but I am switching it to the mailing.
Okay.
That's just the actual physical, but the actual mailing address is the P.O. Box.
Okay, gotcha. P.O. Box.
And it's 320
Uh-huh.
603.
Uh-huh.
And it's Franklin, Wisconsin,
Uh-huh.
53132.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty. And then we need to add, did we need to take off?
I'm just pausing for a second here. Candy says, wow, you should know the last four of your phone number. But the thing is, she's pretending to be Lynn. This on the phone is Jessy calling, pretending to be Lynn. Sure, it's horrible to hear.
This 3555 number off, Ms. Hernan?
Yes, because I'm not sure what number that is.
Okay, gotcha. So I'll take that off. And is 9702 still a good house number?
No, I'm actually changing that too.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm deleting everything off of here.
Correct.
Okay. So may I get the house number or the cell phone number, please?
414.
Mm-hmm.
51. I'm sorry, I completely said that wrong. Sorry, 262.
262.
421.
421.
5290.
5290. And that's the house?
Correct.
Okay. And then cell phone?
No cell phone.
No cell phone. Gotcha. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Alrighty. So we left the physical address alone, and then we just changed the mailing address. So the mailing address is P.O. Box 320603, and that's Franklin, Wisconsin 53132. And then the best phone number is 262-421-5290, and we deleted everything else.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Ms. Hernan. So I'm getting that all changed for you. There we go. Get that updated. There we go. Okay, so I have updated your account records with that information. So that is only on your side, Ms. Hernan. That is just for your mailing and your phone number.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Again, my name is Brittany, and thank you for being the best part of Wells Fargo. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Just for the record, I believe that was a 5-minute and 24-second audio file. Detective Plennes, you said you recognized Ms. Kurczewski's voice on that
We're just going to listen to a little bit of the questioning, and then I've got another call to play you as well.
call,
Correct.
but the person identified themselves as Lynn Hernan.
Correct.
Does that cause you to doubt your recognition of Ms. Kurczewski's voice?
No.
And did you hear Ms. Kurczewski then change contact information for Lynn Hernan?
Yes.
Was there anything notable about the timing of that call at the end of June 2018 as it relates to the payments to the Goldman Sachs loan coming to a stop?
I believe the payments stopped after June.
And that's around the same time Ms. Kurczewski is changing the mailing address and the phone number on that account?
Correct.
And did you hear the phone number ending 5290 that Ms. Kurczewski changed Lynn Hernan's phone number to with Wells Fargo?
Yes.
And did that come up in the Goldman Sachs loan application?
That was a phone number that was provided for the Goldman Sachs loan.
And again, you stated that phone number ending 5290, you and your fellow detectives could not attribute to Miss Lynn Hernan.
No.
Now, going back to the financials, we talked about how you reviewed 7 different financial accounts for Jessy Kurczewski, correct?
Correct.
We spent some time this afternoon going through trends and patterns you saw in the checking account with Wells Fargo on behalf of Ms. Kurczewski.
Yes.
When you looked at all of the accounts, those 3 bank accounts being 2 at Wells Fargo and 1 at Landmark, and the 4 credit card that Ms. Kurczewski had, did you see similar trends and patterns?
In regards to the usage?
Yes.
Yes.
What about any patterns related to paying off bills or paying down balances on credit cards?
It appeared that the balances weren't necessarily paid down. There may be payments here and there, but they maintained a balance.
We saw several times as we went through the checking account that her account was overdrawn. Do you remember that?
Yes.
When we shift over to credit cards, were there credit cards of hers that were close or over the credit limit?
Yes.
Did it appear she paid those off very quickly to get back under the credit limit?
No.
And again,
She just got credit card after credit card after credit card, and just, you can hear she was doing it pretending to be Lynn for majority of the time. Athena said, so that call was a full 4 months before Lynn's death. Amazing, how terrible. I know, right? So, yes, they question a lot about that, and then they show, I'm going to show you again, lots of, sorry if it's a bit bright, lots of charts. So many charts. All the charts and receipts and exhibits. Some that we can't see, some that we can see. So that's what happens there. So I'm going to take you to the next call. See, they're going to go like this. Again, if you want all of this, it's de-fluffed for you. It'll be pinned in the comments for you. If you want to watch all of this, every receipt, every financial transaction possible. This was all direct examination today, as in day 7 of the trial. Day 8, so far, it looks like it's all cross-examination. So we shall see what we do with that. If it's the same type of thing, then I'm going to de-fluff that for you and put it in the pinned comments as well. So, continuing on here, they say, wait, it's 4:54. I'm just showing you. And I'm skipping major chunks. I'm skipping like every 20 minutes, as you can see. Lots of charts, right? So 4:54. I want to take you there. Let's listen from around here.
Go ahead.
and I don't have a hard copy, but I can tell, I'm sorry, what supplement did I tell? 166? What is supplement 166, Council? That's what we're marking, it says right now. Actually, now you did. So this is the supplemental report. I'll bring up a hard copy. Oh. Yes, sir.
Sorry, let's skip a bit forward.
2018?
Okay. Yeah. And do you recall either of the specific times?
It was in the afternoon around 2 p.m.
Okay. How many calls did you document?
There were 2.
Okay.
Hold on.
And again, have you...
I want to go back a few seconds here. This is listen from here.
Yes.
All right. Can you just read through the first few paragraphs and tell me when you're finished reading it?
Incredible hard work from this detective. Whoa, the stuff that he's gone through. And from the prosecutors. Oh my gosh. Brenda says de-fluff needs to be on your motion. De-fluff. Sorry for the wait now. I just don't want you to miss the dates and everything there. Almost there.
Okay.
Have you had a chance to review that?
Yes.
And can we take that down from the witness then, please? Thank you. Does reading supplement number 166 refresh your recollection as to the dates and times of these calls from Citibank?
Yes, there were 2 calls on August, I believe it was, 27th, 2018.
Okay. And do you recall either of the specific times?
It was in the afternoon around 2 p.m.
Okay. How many calls did you document?
There were 2.
Okay. And again, have you listened to those in your investigation?
During the investigation, yes.
Okay. Do you believe you can recognize at least one of the voices in those recordings?
Yes.
And whose voice did you recognize as you reviewed them in your investigation?
Jessy Kurczewski's voice.
And again, were these recordings received in response to your subpoena along with that certificate of authentication prepared by Citibank?
Yes.
Okay. Could we please play Exhibit 104 first and then 105? Okay. Just for the record, this is a 2-minute and 9-second file.
Are you playing all of it or just a portion of it initially?
I was going to play the whole thing, but we can properly, I should play 5 or 10 seconds of it first.
All right, go ahead.
Calling City. My name's Melanie. Can I have your name as it appears on your card?
Lynn A. Hernan.
Okay.
There. All right. We've paused it at 10 seconds. Detective, do you recognize that recording?
Yes.
Did you recognize at least one of the voices in that recording?
Yes.
And whose voice was it?
I believe that's Jessy Kurczewski's voice.
At this point, I'd move Exhibit 104 into evidence and ask to publish the entire 2 minutes and 9 seconds.
Okay, so Citibank calls August 27th of 2018, which was August 27th. September, a month, just over a month before Lynn died. And Lynn had gone to the hospital for 13 days in September, around mid-September.
No objection.
Exhibit 104 is received. Permission to publish is granted. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear an audio recording. Recordings are proper evidence, and you may consider them just as any other evidence. Listen carefully. Some parts may be hard to understand.
Thank you, Ms. Hernan. Give me just a moment here while I pull up your account. Okay, I want to let you know City has the ability to record and store your voice print and use it for verification. Do you give us consent to do this?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, and how can I help you today, ma'am?
I don't use the online very often. I'm having problems logging in.
Okay. Let me see here.
Basically, there's like a temporary block. I was on it, and I normally use my mobile app, and I was trying to go online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll refresh that for you. That's not blocked anymore. So,
Sure.
yeah, if you would like to try it again.
Okay, thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. I would like to let you know you have a 0% interest rate I can add to your account until 3/1/2019. If you would, it doesn't cost you any extra, and it's on your foregoing purchases from today.
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right, so let me get that added on to you. The promotional rate of 0% is valid until 3/1/2019 on your new purchases. After the promotional period, any unpaid promotional balance from this offer will be charged the standard purchase APR, currently 14.74%. The APR will vary with the market base of the prime rate, and this offer will be activated. This offer will be activated immediately on your account. Only eligible purchases made between today and the offer end date will receive this promotional rate. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, you are so welcome. And you have a couple more things here if you want me to go over them with you.
No, that's
okay.
perfect. Don't worry about it, but thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a wonderful day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Okay, and if we can start playing Exhibit 105, just again, the first 5 to 10 seconds, please, Mr. Vulcan.
Welcome to City Online Support. My name is Sumit. How can I help you today?
So remember, on the same day, there were 2 calls to Citibank. Yeah, she's like, I don't usually, that was something like, I don't like to use the online, so this and this. Like, she's pretending to be Lynn and doing a terrible job at it. Oh, no, man. It's horrible to hear, isn't it? Sure.
Yes, I'm calling. I use my mobile online app, and I'm trying to go.
Detective, did you have a chance to listen to that brief clip?
Yes.
Do you recognize what Exhibit 105 is?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the second call to Citibank.
And did you recognize at least one of the voices in that small clip?
Yes.
And whose voice was it?
Jessy Kurczewski's.
Your Honor, at this point, I move Exhibit 105 in. This is a 6-minute and 54-second clip. I ask to play the remainder of it.
No objection.
Exhibit 105 is received. Permission to publish granted. Again, this is a recording. I won't read the instruction again. You just heard it.
Under the regular online app, and I am not sure what I had originally set my 3 security questions up under. I know one of them for sure. I can't remember the other 2, and I'm trying to log on, and I'm having an issue with it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about this. Let me just check what I can best do here for you. Don't you worry, we'll definitely fix this problem before we end this call. So,
Sure.
could you please verify your complete name exactly as it appears on your preferred MasterCard? I'm sorry?
Lynn A. Hernan.
Thank you, Ms. Hernan. Do you have your card handy?
Yes, Jessy, we heard that loud and clear. You're pretending to be Lynn in August of 2018. Just over a month before she's accused of poisoning her with Visine. Yeah, Amber Marie says, I'm holding back my snark.
I do.
Could you please verify the last row of the card number?
2932.
Thank you. And what is the 3 numbers at the back of this card?
201.
Thank you. Could you please verify your best friend's last name starts with letter F as in father?
Power.
Thank you. Thank you so
And who's her best friend? Jesse's mom. So Jesse's like, okay, I know that answer.
much for the verification. I'm in your account now. And let me tell you one important thing here. If you don't remember the answers to these security questions, then in that case, we'll verify your identity in a different way by sending a one-time identification code on your number. And we can only send the code on the number that is registered under your name. So could you please help me with the with your cell phone number?
262-421-5290.
Thank you. And is that number registered under your name?
No, it is not.
She did think about that. She's like, no, it is not. Okay, is it whose name is it under? Oh, Jessy. Right. She looks a little bit I see like Kimber says she doesn't look phased at all. Yes, but she also looks a little bit ashamed. Not? Maybe she has no shame. Let me know what you think. Bellafin, welcome to Grizzly Supporter. If you guys are all joining, I know there's quite a few members that joined throughout this trial. Check out the members only playlist because there's lots for you to catch up on there, and we will have a members only stream again soon. Okay, just so you can get the vibe as well. The snark tank. Okay.
Because that's the only way by which we can verify your identity. And if that number is not registered under your name, then in that case, the last option, let me give a try. Let me delete all the security. I'm so sorry, but there are only 3 options. We can give a call, text, and the third is verify me another way. And if you're selecting verify me another way, then you need to answer the security question, which you don't remember the answers to that. So let me give a try. I'm deleting all the security questions, and if something is missing, then you might get this option to receive a text at this time. So I'm giving a try.
I mean, I'm calling from the number right now.
Can you receive any text at the same time?
I'm not sure. I've never tried it before.
Oh, is that a cell phone or a home phone?
Cell
phone. Then you can receive that. Let me just check that. Okay, I'm going to delete the security questions. It's almost done. Oh, your account is blocked permanently. Let me do that.
That's what I was just under.
Yes, I can see here. Because you tried to answer these security questions, if I'm not wrong, that more than 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the reason why your account is locked. So I have unlocked your account. Let's give another try. And this time, I request you to please enter your user ID and password, both the things manually, and then try to log in.
Okay. Do you want me to do that while you're on the phone?
Yes, please try it while I'm here on the phone with you.
Okay, give me 1 moment.
Yeah, because that's the only way by which I can figure out what's the exact problem.
Okay. So if I hang up with you, can I just do the call me then?
I'm so sorry for that, ma'am, but there is no option by which I can call you back on the same number.
On my phone, it's giving me that option.
Is it giving you the option to call me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great then. Then it's fine. You'll get a call on this number, and after that, in that call, you'll get a one-time identification code. Once you verify that code, then you'll be able to create a new password or log into your account.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So does it answer all your questions today?
She's like, thank you so much. Oh, man.
I'm going to make sure I write them down this time.
Sure. Now, you just need to request for a call, and once you get a call, please write down that code which you'll get in the call, and once you verify that code, it will work perfectly fine, right? You'll not face this kind of problem again in future.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any other questions?
No, that is all. Have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you for calling, City. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye and take care.
All right, Detective Plennes, you heard those 2 phone calls?
Yes.
What was it about those 2 calls that you took note of in your investigation?
There's references to the 5290 phone number when it was provided to the representative from Citi. That was the number that was on the Marcus Goldman Sachs loan. That was a number that we were never able to attribute to Lynn Hernan. And during the calls, Ms. Kurczewski is attempting to gain access to the account because she's locked out.
And that, again, is Ms. Hernan's account?
Correct.
If we could bring up for the witness Exhibit 111, please. And do you have that?
And I'm not kidding, okay? If you missed the beginning of the stream, this is the de-fluffed day 7 of the trial. The whole day was going over bank statements and receipts. If you want to watch that, it will be uploaded for you. It's an unlisted link. I'm going to pin it in the comments for you. If day 8 is similar like that, I will do the same below this same stream in the comments, okay? So the rest of the day and the entire day is going over receipts that we can't even see very well. So I didn't want to put you guys through that. And so we're full throttle teleporting today. So if you missed the beginning of the stream where I explained it more in depth, you could check that out. But yeah, they're literally all day. 8 hours and 50 minutes. De-fluffed to 5 hours and 57 minutes. Went over bank statements and receipts. So what we're going to do now, we've heard the calls. Those were, in my opinion, some of the most interesting bits from the day. So what we're going to do now is this stream is actually going to lead you to another stream, which is about that case in Australia where a death cap mushroom poisoner has been arrested after 3 months of investigation. Okay, so you're going to be teleported there. If you don't get teleported, don't worry. I'll put the link in the chat for you. And I'm going to be monitoring what happens now for the rest of day 8. And if I can spare you looking at receipts for 8 hours of your life, then, and it's no disrespect to the case, it's just not for everyone. Not everyone will stay interested in it and watch it, and it's really a very, very hard trial day to watch. You know, so what I'm going to do is I will de-fluff it then as well, day 8. And maybe I'll see you if there's something very interesting to show, then I'll see you tomorrow. Or we're going to meet again on the weekend, and let's see what happens with day 9. Okay, let's see what goes on for the rest of this week. Week 2 of the trial. The trial should be about 15 days is what they said. So we're kind of just getting over the halfway point now. Annie, you said thank you again, Grizzly, for your hard, dedicated work. We so appreciate how you broke down these trial days. Much love to you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So I can see 1 or 2 Grizzlies are disappointed, but you don't have to be because it's all already, I've done the work for you. It's a labor of love. I do it with all my heart. I de-fluffed it for you, and it's going to be available for you, uploaded and in the pinned comments. So you still get it. You're not missing out on anything, except me sitting here and we'd be looking at receipts all day. That's it. You're not missing out on anything there. 1. 2, we're going to go to another stream, so you're still going to see me for another, whatever it is, hour or 90 minutes or whatever it will be. We've got a little press conference to look at. We've got articles to look at and things like that. And we'll meet again and we're going to follow this trial until, oh man, until that jury deliberates and comes back, and then let's hear what they've got to say. Okay, I just quickly want to see, let's just go to the end here. 5:49. I just want to see how it goes at the end, if I can. 5:53. I just want to play it the last minute or so here.
Or the accounts to Jennifer Flower.
Okay, so when we saw those three transactions as we went through the receipt, correct?
Correct.
Where you found payments that actually, two of them went to Ms. Kurczewski's.
If anyone feels like this, like, wait, I don't know if you do or not, but I feel soothed by, no, let's just finish this trial. Let's just see the end. How did it end here on this day?
Credit cards, is that fair?
That's fair.
And you're saying the total of those three was $15,756.34.
Correct.
And so that total that you have circled there, that $87,000, is that what you've investigated and found to be the theft from Lynn Hernan's estate?
Yes.
Judge, I'm done asking questions today.
And we will conclude for the day, and we'll start with cross tomorrow. It's kind of a non-side.
And did you see how the prosecutor was like, okay, I'm done with questions for the day. And it was incredible stamina. My goodness.
Sidebar, but obviously the parties talked amongst themselves, and then you let me know that you had worked it out, and it had to do with a $12,000 figure. There was a question about that. Attorney Sitzberger, I think, asked a question about it. That, I don't know the document number off the top of my head, but essentially that's what the sidebar was about. Otherwise, we did not have any other sidebars. So is there anything I need to address prior to all of us breaking for the evening from the state?
Nothing from that sidebar, Your Honor, but the last exhibit I put up, 166, I had modified it this morning prior to coming to court, and I think we emailed all the parties, and then we ended up showing the old version anyway, so it just has an extra line of information on the first of three slides in 166, and I just wanted the record to be clear on that.
Okay.
Nothing else from us, Your Honor.
All right, then we are all done for the day. We'll see you all tomorrow. Remember, come early, test your equipment, and we'll go from there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, so I was saying, I think one or two of you might be like, oh no, I want to see it, and you're not missing out. But majority of you are like, yes, you got to save yourself a lot of time today, not looking for 7 hours at receipts, because we would have done that. And you're going to get another stream right now. Are you ready to be teleported to that stream? Because that stream is going to be happening, let me see the time now, in 1 hour from now. So we've got a 1 hour comfort break. Then you're going to be hopefully joining me for that other stream. I've also said it at that time, hoping that some people in Australia are awake in Sydney and can watch that with us, because I know a lot of Australians have emailed me for updates now on the case because of the updates we will be discussing. Thank you to everyone who emailed me. I think I got about 500 emails with the Australian case updates. Just an FYI, please always check my YouTube shorts and community tab before you just email me excitedly. And I say that because it could really help me out. Otherwise I get 500 emails of the exact same thing that I've already updated you guys on. So, little comfort break, okay? Quickly gonna go and make Mr. Grizzly some sushi. And then I will be back in 1 hour live with you guys. And I will see you again for this same trial, either tomorrow night, depending on what happens with day 8, or on Saturday. Then I can maybe bring you the best of day 8 and 9. Okay? We shall see. So just monitor the pinned comments, as I said in the beginning, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, or subscribe and hit it again so you get all the notifications, or go to Patreon, you get notifications there too. There you're really going to know what's happening behind the scenes, and so I will be updating you there. Okay. Are we ready to teleport? I don't want to waffle too long now. We're ready to teleport, right? Full throttle. Are you ready for a full throttle teleport to the next stream? Here we go. And thinking, of course, of Lynn's friends. She didn't have immediate family, but her friends were like her family, like Anthony Pozo was on the stand yesterday. Thinking of all of them and hope that they know we've got their backs. All right, here we go, guys. Teleport time. Thank you so much, mods. I'll see you all in the next one.